Hello there from the Dude Bros. In honor of our Simpsons Treehouse of Horror Top 10, we're having a nice little giveaway in the form of these 3D printed Simpsons figures. As you can see, we have Homer choking Bart and even one with the family seated on the couch. We have 5 of these to give away, so all you have to do is subscribe, comment, and like. You can follow the Gleam competition link below to get officially entered. We'll be announcing the winner in 2 weeks, so good luck to everyone who enters. Now without further ado, here's our video. The Simpsons have been a part of American television for the better part of 30 years. And while it's certainly past its glory days, one aspect of the show that still keeps up year after year is the Halloween Special, better known as Treehouse of Horror. With the recent airing of its 28th special, we decided that we were going to go back and... Oh, hey, Frank.
Hey, what are you doing, Justin?
Top 10 list. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Why are you dressed like that?
I don't know.
Go away. Go. I'm Justin from the Dude Bros, and this is our top 10 Treehouse of Horror episodes. The sophomore Treehouse of Horror episode features stories from Lisa, Bart, and Homer's nightmares after they eat too much candy. This episode was a good follow-up to the first, and overall the 3 nightmares were fun, although Lisa's story, as always, was a bit lackluster in comparison. But Bart himself experiences the greatest horror of them all.
I love you, son.
As the Simpsons' glory years were falling behind them, this entry in the show's 16th season did at least spark some hope that at least the Halloween specials could still pack a punch. With parodies of The Dead Zone, Sherlock Holmes, and Fantastic Voyage, each short still managed to be amusing like the Simpsons of yesteryear.
Oh, you stupid son of a...
In the opening skit, Homer chokes on broccoli and dies and must do at least one good deed before he could get into heaven. But since it's Homer, the task is much harder than it should be. In a Hansel and Gretel parody, Bart and Lisa are sent out by their destitute parents and all the while run into old fairy tale characters getting Goldilocks killed in the process. And of course, society becomes completely doomed by dolphins because of Lisa's need to save the animals. Sorry, Lisa, but you failed again.
Well, you gotta hand it to those dolphins. They just wanted it more.
I kinda wish I hadn't freed their leader and, doomed mankind.
Doing what The Simpsons does best, this more recent entry to the Treehouse of Horror series features fun parodies of the films Jumanji, Dead Calm, and even Twilight when it was at the height of its popularity.
Uh-oh, his blood. It's full of cholesterol.
And not the good kind.
By the time this episode rolled in, they were completely in their stride, hitting all the marks. What's not to like about this episode? Homer sells his soul for a donut and finds out that Ned Flanders is actually the devil. In a parody of a Twilight Zone episode, Bart is haunted by a creature outside a school bus wreaking havoc on the wheel. And in Bart Simpson's Dracula, the family visits Mr. Burns' estate where he bites Bart and turns him into a bloodthirsty vampire.
Dad, that's his crotch.
Oh, sorry.
So coming in at the height of our top 5 is the very first Treehouse of Horror. A fantastic episode that completely set the tone for future installments to come. It features an excellent trio of stories, spoofing such classics as Poltergeist and the Amityville Horror, where a haunted house reasons it makes more sense to destroy itself than live with the Simpson family. In Hungry Are the Damned, we're given our first look at the Halloween aliens Kang and Kodos, where Lisa, as always, makes the mistake of ruining everything for the family when she accuses the aliens of wanting to cook the Simpsons. In the final skit of the episode, Lisa reads Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven to Bart and retreated to a fantastic depiction of the classic poem that's certain to bring both laughs and terror to those who watched it. Overall, this is a Simpsons episode that isn't just historically relevant, but damn good as well.
Oh, I hate Halloween.
The Simpsons celebrated their 20th Halloween special in fantastic style with great parodies of films in a way that made this episode stand out more than others had in quite some time. In a Strangers on a Train parody, Lisa and Bart go into a crisscross plan to take care of each other's teacher problems. When Bart actually kills Lisa's teacher, Miss Hoover, he threatens to blackmail her if she won't kill Mrs. Krabappel for him. What follows for Lisa is sheer chaos as she does her best to keep from killing anyone. Don't Have a Cow Mankind, which is a 28 Days Later parody, has Springfield overrun by bloodthirsty, ravenous zombies after eating the new but tainted Krusty Squared burger. After Bart decides that there's nothing to eat except for the plentiful fruit around him, he ends up eating a burger and finds that he's actually immune to the disease. This sets the Simpsons family out on a journey to the safe zone where they could use him for a cure, although the remedy might not be as appealing as you'd think. In the final act, Moe finds himself in a Loose Sweeney Todd parody where Homer is impaled below Moe's tavern's basement and he uses his blood to become the secret ingredient of his new beer. With fun musical numbers and an absurd but amusing ending, this entirely fits perfectly into the best of Treehouse of Horror's episodes. By this time, The Simpsons had already had the formula down for their Halloween special anthology, with this season in particular being a real winner. In The Thing and I, no one is surprised when they reveal who the actual evil twin is.
Oh, don't look so shocked.
In the Genesis tub, when Lisa tries to ruin soda for everyone in her science fair project, she accidentally creates a miniature society. Bart, acting as usual, terrorizes Lisa's project and then steals it from her when she is shrunk down by the society that she created.
Principal Skinner, wait! I created the universe! Give me the gift certificate!
In the final skit, Citizen Kang, the bodies of the 1996 presidential candidates Bill Clinton and Bob Dole are taken over by the aliens Kang and Kodos, which seems all too relevant to the current political landscape that's dividing the USA.
Don't blame me. I voted for Kodos. Go!
Coming in as a runner-up is the 6th Halloween episode classic. Homer's obsession with wanting a supposedly falsely advertised colossal donut leads him to stealing the actual donut from the Lard Lad statue. A freak storm somehow brings the ads of Springfield to life, wreaking havoc on the town. In the fantastic Nightmare on Elm Street parody, Bart, Lisa, and the other children of Springfield Elementary are being haunted in their dreams by groundskeeper Willie after it's revealed that he died in a freak accident at the hands of their parents. Now he's hunting kids and it's up to the Simpsons children to stop him. In Homer to the Third Power, the Simpsons were revolutionary back in 1995 when they released this exciting and fun skit of Homer avoiding spending time with Patty and Selma by hiding behind the bookcase, which somehow leads him into the third dimension. The episode features a ton of fun Easter eggs. It was very entertaining and, again, extremely revolutionary for the time.
Ew. This is the worst place yet.
Before we feature our top Treehouse of Horror episode, here are a few honorable mentions.
What happened?
Flanders killed Homer.
But... Made especially for pumpkins.
Actually, it's made from pumpkins.
What?
Sweet dreams, Maggie. Don't let the Beelzebubs bite. Hey, what happened to the tunes?
It honestly wasn't even close. While The Simpsons have had some incredible Halloween specials in its 28 outings, this one is a cut above the rest. Starting with The Shining, which is hands down the absolute best Halloween skit of the entire series. It's a close adaptation of the film version of The Shining, where the Simpsons must stay at a hotel owned by Mr. Burns, where he wants to make sure he gets an honest work from the family.
Perhaps. Tell you what, we come back and everyone's slaughtered, I owe you a Coke.
Which leads to some disastrous results. With no beer or television to occupy Homer's mind, he starts to slip into the dark descent of madness.
No TV and no beer make Homer something something.
Go crazy?
Don't mind if I do!
With time and punishment, Homer gets his hand stuck in the toaster and ends up destroying it. Rather than get a new one or hire a repairman, Homer is adamant that he can fix it himself. He somehow manages to turn the toaster into a time machine, which sends him back into the prehistoric era where, due to an accident, he manages to screw up the timeline over and over again.
Would you kindly pass me a donut?
Donut? What's a donut? It's It's raining again.
After a lot of trial and error, he eventually gets things right. Well, almost.
Don't touch anything! I'll touch whatever I feel like!
In the final Halloween story, Nightmare Cafeteria, Principal Skinner decides to solve Springfield Elementary's overcrowding and poor food issue by killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
In fact, you might even say we just ate Ooter, and he's in our stomachs right now. Wait, scratch that one.
Eventually, Bart, Lisa, and the other students of Springfield Elementary get wise to the fact that their fellow classmates are disappearing for nefarious purposes. Fearing for their lives, Bart and Lisa look to the help from their parents but find that their advice isn't as helpful as they'd like.
Nevertheless, I remain confident that something will come along and save the 2 Simpson children.
With start-to-finish non-stop laughs, this Treehouse of Horror episode is the absolute best of film parodies and Simpsons writing that hasn't been able to be reproduced since its 1994 airing.
Show me what you got!
Is that the best you can do?
You have to do exactly as I... Ow!
Ugh, I'm bad at this.
Do you agree with our list? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more of our content, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.